A moment of silence here.
I feel like Joker right now.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, miaowson, also known as Mason here, with Ubaru, Ellie's and Coconut Beandip, also known as Steven, Alex, and Noah. Welcome back to another episode of the Terminally Online podcast. Today is episode number 16.
Is that the pig Latin they speak in Canadian?
What? Dude, we gotta fucking recharge your batteries. You sound like a robot today.
Oh,
That's
shit.
good.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Terminally Online podcast. We got the boys here. I'm back. I'm feeling good. I'm alive. Thank you.
Dude, we need a fresh and fit segment.
Thank you to everyone who's supported us on Patreon. Thank you to all the new subscribers, all the new viewers, everyone who's commented. We appreciate all of you. We hear you. We see you. Thank you so much for the support. We're back.
We smell you.
16.
Dude, we just need to open it up, like fresh and fit. They're like, yeah, so like, you gotta fucking lock in. Like,
this is why you're an incel, because you don't dress right. It's like, what are they gonna tell you? What are they gonna say?
You guys
you
need
look
to start
ugly,
waking
bro.
up.
Sorry, man.
You know what? Let's just fly into it. What's up with the new morning routine thing? That's what we should be talking about.
You wake up at 3 a.m.
You wake up
you
at
dip
3
your face in
a.m.
some water. You draw one of the S's with the fucking pointed tops
Superman,
and the six
yeah.
lines. Yep. And then you go outside. You ponder upon the stars before the sun comes up. You go back inside. You read a single phrase from the Bible. And then you put on a watch.
Bible?
And yeah, you put on a watch. And then you put on a button-up shirt. But you only do the top button. So that when you're on camera in your meeting,
Cholo, relax.
So when you're in a meeting like we are right now, right, like, and you're talking about, you know, stocks, and you're talking about dropping your whole your entire 401k on a parlay, you look business.
Why are you making it sound like me right now?
Actually, that was a FaZe Adapt bit. He dropped a day in the life, and it was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
that was
just do
part of
that.
it.
Oh wait, was he the one where he reached for the hot dogs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they
went
put
to
the
his
ketchup on
bathroom
it.
and he had hot dogs and ketchup. Yeah,
Dude, that guy's on a generational run right now.
he is. Dude, all the
He-
FaZe boys are on a generational run.
It's like that. I don't know. That I watched that guy growing up, and bro's unk now, and now he's on some bangers. My favorite clip is when he was sneaking around someone's house, and he's like, "Nah, dude, I was locked in. I had Deddy on. You couldn't hear me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
There was one clip on Twitter that was like some dude was yelling far away, and he's at like the golf course, and he's like, I don't think voice chat is this clip. It's like what is it called? Like VoIP?
Proximity
Like I don't
voice?
think. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think proximity chat works this close. He's like, just trolling. He's like, yo, you're muted. You're muted. It's like, that's just so funny, dude.
No, that guy he's on something else. That
Yeah.
I can't post my morning routine.
Why?
why? Cause
Just 2 minutes of jacking it.
that's normal.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
What do you want, antidepressants, bro?
Oh, whoa.
Bro takes so long. What the
Dude.
fuck?
I think everyone's forgetting about the OG morning routine guy, Dre Drexler. That
I know
guy.
Why
that
does that
is.
name sound so
Expound.
familiar?
It was I don't know, he came to light. I saw him first
Oh.
from Cody Ko and Noel Miller when they like ripped on his morning routine.
Noel.
I remember this guy. His banner is just a picture of him, his name, and then under it says 1% better every day.
Yeah, dude.
So what? After 100 days, he's 100% better, and then he just caps out.
It's been
Like,
fucking 8 years. He's like 2,000% better.
Okay.
Masculinity,
great
mindset,
return.
Messiah.
I thought you were gonna say misogynistic, and that would have made a lot more sense.
Men are not what they used to be.
Guys,
They're
we're
weak.
all over the. Where are
Limp.
we right now?
Softer than ever.
I think we're
They've
just
completely
talking.
lost their direction.
I'm at my dad's house right
and
now.
have become
Oh.
defeated.
Shout out, Dad.
My name is Dre Drexler, and I built an online community of men that desire to level up
Have
and
you-
improve themselves.
Are you still
This
reading
is
that?
kind of a
Guys, what is?
this is kind of a shift.
Dude, him
but
saying
I want to ask.
men are not what they used to be, they're weak, limp, softer than ever is just so funny to me for some reason. Is bro cock
Okay,
watching?
I actually do. I actually do have a question about that.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys at some point like have to give any ground to like people who do self-help content? Like somewhere out there it has to work. Part of it has to work, right?
Is in what regard are you asking about self-help content? Like
don't
all
know,
of
like-
it and
I mean the masculinity, specifically the masculinity thing. Like, are there any good like concepts from it? Because every time I view masculinity, self-help type of content, it's always so cringe. It's just like, if you can't throw this tire across this yard, you're gonna fucking
I have a
die.
take
Nobody's
on
ever
this.
gonna have children
I have
with
a
you.
take
I mean,
on this
that's-
actually. Like,
that's-
I think that most self-help content is good, and they're good things for you to do, and like the objective is good usually, or like not the objective, but the process is good usually. But it's that it's always framed in such an awful and dog shit terrible way. So it's like, yeah, you should go to the gym and you should eat healthy and like do things that are good for your mental. You should read so that you become a better man, so that you are the better man than your neighbor, so that you are better than everyone else, and you can have that ego that you are better than everyone else. And then you should kill people. A whole lot of people to prove that you're better than them. Because if you don't kill people, then you're not better, then you're just like everyone else.
what self-help videos are you watching?
I think those are Saphira's.
Oh,
Trying to teach you
I
how to
think
kill
that was
people.
I think
It's
that's
actually
Theo
NCIS,
Atrix's second
but-
channel.
Hi, my name's Theo Atrix, and we're gonna teach you today
This
how
is
to
a
kill
1 to
people in
99
real
guide
life.
on how to be a better man.
Theo Atrix.
My
yeah.
self-help tape is the was it the Punxsutawney tapes or whatever? Where it's like the guy who fucking
The Poughkeepsie tapes.
the Poughkeepsie tape, dude. I don't know. The
Dude, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Punxsutawney.
This fucking guy.
Punxsutawney
Phil.
Phil,
whatever the
bro.
fuck.
Dude, I was like, who the fuck is this
This
guy
guy's a
talking
fucking
about?
idiot. Love
Yeah,
this
the
guy.
Poughkeepsie tapes where the guy fucking kidnapped women and fucking killed them and recorded the entire thing and fucking buried the tapes in his
I used to
backyard.
be obsessed with that because I thought it was real. It is actually fake.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, I thought that was
shit
a
real. It
documentary.
was-
Okay, to be fair, I watched it for the first time, like going over to a girl's house for the first time. but, like,
What an
And they
occasion.
got busy
Yeah.
10 minutes in, and the
We
first
were,
Sounds
yeah,
like
we were,
horror
yeah,
movies,
we were,
man.
we were
What?
this
sitting.
bitch was getting
we're-
fucked, and he's like, "Is it in yet?"
Yeah.
I mean, killed, not fucked.
It's like, yeah, it feels great. Can you like move to the side? This guy's fucking doing some crazy shit right now.
I'm just totally enamored
Dude,
with
you're
what this
bringing
guy's
back
talking
horrible
about.
flashbacks.
Dude,
Face down,
Horrible
face down.
flashback.
Man, this video's
Bitch, the
good.
game is on.
Dude, all I can say is I don't know half the plot to The Office, but I've seen every season.
What?
It's like you've seen
there
every
is
season
no
if
plot
you've
to The
seen.
Office.
It's like they're kind of.
I can't remember episodes.
The Office.
I
The
can't
to me,
central plot, but
The
yeah.
Office is only good for the cold opens. A lot of the cold opens are really good. Same with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, except I actually liked the overlying plot in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I thought it was really funny. I remember seeing
Dude,
a clip.
Uber has a fucking question mark on his screen when he said.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
I saw that too.
That was really
I saw
funny.
a clip of Brooklyn Nine-Nine of like when they had the dudes in the lineup and they were singing Backstreet Boys, and I was like, that's so fucking funny. I need to watch this. And then it was like the newest episode from like season 5. So I had to watch the entire fucking show to get, and then like I finally hit it and I was like, oh, fucking neuron activation.
Monkey brain.
Dude, the same thing
Yeah.
happened in I think it was The Rookie. That was why I started watching The Rookie, because I saw a clip of it on YouTube Shorts, and it was like the newest episode. I don't know why I'm not learning my lesson now that I'm thinking about it. But The Rookie's really good. You should watch it.
Guy
Hashtag yeah.
deletes TikTok and then he starts using YouTube Shorts. It's like they're gonna get you somewhere.
The worst part is I deleted TikTok off my phone because I was spending too much time on it.
Dude, so you haven't seen any of the TikToks I've been sending you?
No. Actually,
What the
John,
hell?
oh,
John-
wow.
our friend John sent me a TikTok in Discord the other day, and I clicked on it, and I saw the notification met thing on the side, so I click it on my computer, and it's just like 10 people, and there's like 2 or 3 people that it just says 99 plus, and I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
this
not-
is why.
That's not me.
No, it wasn't. But like, yeah, it's like that's why I fucking didn't have TikTok anymore. That's literally the main reason, actually.
Because you couldn't
It's
click
because-
the notification and get rid of the fucking plus 99.
No, it's because
Yeah, you
when
can never
someone
do
okay,
that.
no, when
It's
someone
broken.
sends me something like a video or something, even if I don't reply, I want to watch that thing because I'm interested in what my friend is sending me because they think that I would be interested in it. Even if it sucks and it's not funny and I'm not interested even a little bit, it's like I'd like to think that my friends know me, but apparently a lot of them fucking don't.
I sent Alex a TikTok yesterday, or the other. It was like a little while ago.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Sounds
let
like
me
you sent
watch
more
it
than
on
one
my
TikTok.
phone for some reason. So I had to get up on my computer the next day and fucking watch it.
It was a
It
left
caught
field.
me so off guard. Yeah, it was
a
definitely
big left fielder.
It was like a
You know, also the problem is like if you don't have TikTok and you click on a TikTok link somebody sends you, like, dude, you really need to watch this. It's like, I don't have TikTok. It's like,
TikTok.
dude, it's like, fine. Whatever. The websites for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. on your phone, horrible. Like, how am I connected to Wi-Fi, 4G, 5G, and like we're in 2025. How is technology still so
Buddy,
bad?
because everyone
and
has the fucking
bloated?
app.
yeah.
Well, this is gonna be like some like I'm gonna get put Neuralink in my head so I don't have to use a phone anymore to kind
Dude,
of
I'm gonna
talk.
put
Like
a
I didn't know
Neuralink
where
in
this
my
was
pussy
going.
So I can. Never mind.
Yeah.
Dude, you
Shoot
have
out
a
banger
pussy?
and have it go.
Let's
fire
go.
punch.
So it's like drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Dude, I'm never drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Interesting. Interesting.
I actually haven't either.
Apparently it tastes very, very like similar to regular
Well,
beer. So I've
What
been
is your
told.
guys' favorite alcohol?
Like it
Deep
could be
Eddy
any
lemon vodka.
alcohol.
I don't know.
Non-beer alcohol. Vodka, that's respectable.
Deep Eddy lemon vodka.
Deep Eddy, okay, a
Yeah.
little less, but I'll accept
What do you
it.
mean
It's like
little less?
It would probably be Deep Eddy vodka.
You need the
or
purest form.
The purest
fucking-
form is that because
I'm a gin fan. Bombay specifically because I'm an Indian weeaboo, but
It's like, does no one like Pink Whitney, bro? It's like that shit kind of.
no one likes Pink Whitney.
Dude,
It's like I kinda like Pink-
I
it's like,
drank like so much Pink Whitney when I was younger, and I did not like it.
It's like I've always.
that was me with
I've always
Malibu.
drank in
Oh.
moderation, actually.
Buddy. You have two
I had a
shots
party
to
one
get
time
drunk
and I
off
felt
your ass.
horrible.
You're worse than Coxie.
What the fuck? That's just not true. No one's worse than Cox.
Oh yeah, he does
Coxie
get
will
kind
take a shot after he
gets
gets
kind of lit on
he's...
stream.
Whoa! I gotta take another shot. Fuck you. What...
Dude, that gif of him where he's like
Where
slurp, he's like,
Yeah, he's licking the whiskey bottle. I think it's in
Rocks.
my favorites on Discord somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is.
dude, Coxie's cool. He's pretty down to earth sometimes.
Sometimes.
Pretty chill. It seems like you and him
I don't
are
think-
you and him are best friends now, right?
Yeah. You're like day
What?
ones, bro.
No, I just send him food pictures that aren't mine, and he's like, dude, that looks so good.
You're just manufacturing a
Yeah, bro,
friendship
you
of
got him so
lies.
good, bro. You're you're fucking with him so good.
You should.
He's
Dude,
such a
it's-
dumbass, bro. Doesn't even realize it's not your food.
It's actually one of my favorite pastimes because I'm in a Discord with a few people who like eat out every day and they're like rich. And so I will just steal their food pictures and post them everywhere else. One time I had somebody overlap from that. It's a league Discord and they were in a Runescape Discord and they're like, bro. And I'm like, dude, you can't say anything.
That's
man.
so funny.
Dude, Beandip, I should give you this one Twitter account that I have. It's like the personal chef that cooks for like these two really famous people. He tweets out the meals every day of breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I saw
So you can
that.
just have
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
roster every day to tweet. Or to
Yeah.
send a
Dude,
to
I-
Coxie.
I think it's funny because it's like I will post 4 food pics in one day, be like, just had this, just and like the thing is you're it's like me reposting things on Twitter. You're expecting nobody to like care enough
Yeah.
to notice or like have the time to notice. I don't know. I just think it's funny.
Beandip posting a
check
picture
chatting.
of like a really nice like 3-course meal while he's like crying eating a fucking maple syrup covered Eggo waffle for dinner. That's the reality.
It's like-
Dude, I'm gonna make
like
a
this
fake.
You
is-
don't like syrup? Like maple syrup?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
we talked
No.
about this, bro. Remember the pancake waffle?
Oh yeah,
French
we
toast
did.
discussion?
We did.
This
Dude, I
guy
don't
this guy
remember
only
fucking-
puts butter on shit.
That's
fucked.
true. I do remember
No
that.
toppings except butter. Brackets a topping. Fucking piece of shit.
Raggets. This
Dude,
guy fucking
do,
put
like-
something
I'm
on it.
A fake RuneScape account, but it's mostly gonna be me tweeting about the food I eat, but it's just gonna be stolen pictures,
Yeah.
and we're just
Mm.
Dude, I approve.
and we're just gonna see how far we can run it.
Yeah.
I swear the engagement bait is like you
Dude,
could.
here's the thing. I feel like
think it's a
everyone
path
is
to
so
monetization.
like, you know when I tweet those fucking tattoos and the pictures are all different of different people, everyone's like, dude, that's
Yeah.
fire. Like, I feel like
sick ink, bro. It's
everyone
like,
just goes like this. They go, dude, that's sick. Like, retweet, maybe a comment, and then they keep scrolling. No one fucking, there's no
Yeah.
fact checking. No, everyone's just like, dude, that's fire.
only one
fire,
time was there a
bro.
fact check, and it was cringe. So
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Dude, can you guys believe that in fucking 24 years, like the world is gonna be just like Blade Runner? You ever thought about that?
Dude, it's not, because the world should be like Nuketown right now, and where are we at?
True.
I'm
That
at
is true.
Megaton. I'm gonna set the bomb off. That's true.
Dude, it might be like Newtown
Well,
somewhere.
we have a year. I mean, we could get it if we keep leaking where we're gonna nuke in the group chat. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, okay, so Signal is an app that like government intelligence agencies would use for like the military, but it was like kind of like a group chat, and they were talking about locations where they were gonna have missile strikes to defend against Houthi forces in Yemen. Now, off the cuff personal opinion, I think Houthis are freedom fighters, but anyway. So
There's a guy that
they
got fired
like
from Jagex.
yeah,
I
there
was about
was
to
there
say
was
that. That sounds like the guy that made
There-
the Speedrun World Cup graphics.
there was like an Atlantic journalist in there accidentally in that group chat, and this journalist who isn't affiliated with the government was like, I can just see their military plans. They're about to strike this place, and I kid you not, those political officials, not only in the military but in the government, like JD Vance, were like tweeting out bald eagle gifs and like American flags and shit in this group chat when they were about to bomb somebody. Like, it was crazy.
That's
That is crazy.
fucking crazy. So yeah,
America moment.
Mason's
Let's be honest,
Canadian,
guys. Kind of cringe.
and this affects him a
Well,
lot.
okay. To contextualize it though, if you're in another country and you're about to like carry out an attack or something, you're probably gonna like rally up your boys too. But when an American does it by sending a bald eagle, it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, I mean, I think America is just like kind of cringe a lot of the time.
Dude,
we're just
JD Van-
we're too vocal, bro.
Dude,
JD
Zendaya lives here.
Bro, JD Vance was typing like the average faux chatter, bro. Bald eagle.
Dude,
Hoorah!
literally, I think he accidentally thought he was in the faux chat.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, you just randomly in the conversation. Oh, no anvil, nice.
No anvil tech
Yeah.
on, let's go. By the way, Mr. Mammal and I have officially squashed our beef. I know.
beef
Hold your
with them?
Whoa,
applause.
whoa! What happened? What happened?
There was
bro?
beef.
So, yeah, so I can't know everybody, but I slid into his wife's DMs and it got a little heated.
Why did you slide
And
into
I-
his wife's DMs?
You know, I'm just
What?
I'm the Casanova of RuneScape. And I said I would fold Mr. Mammal like a lawn chair in front of you. But as of yesterday, I extended the olive branch and he accepted it. So you will see no more Mr. Mammal X Beandip beef. And I don't think he ever saw it either, just to be
Bro went in
clear.
his chat and said, "Yo, Mammal, I'm sorry for what I said." And he's like, "Okay, whatever, man."
That's
Yeah.
exactly what
I
happened.
said
All the
don't
only
said
know who you
specifically-
are. True.
I specifically said, I'm sorry I said I'd fold you like a lawn chair in front of your wife. And he looked at it, he smirked a little bit, he's like, I accept your apologies. And he just kept playing. Dude, he does not care. He's like, I gotta kill Dagonoth
Dude, no, it's
Rex,
because
bro.
it's because he's from the Midwest, bro. He's a fellow North Dakota resident, bro. It's like we're just forgiving people. I mean, I'm not. I didn't grow up here, but like I was born here and came back. It's like I'm,
just
a,
So if I walked
I'm
in
a
his
hateful
house-
piece
Different.
of shit. I'm a bitter, hateful motherfucker. But like, he's a nice guy.
Name the most interesting thing about North Dakota.
Me?
Alex.
True.
I was literally saying last night I'm the only reason to come to North Dakota.
Dude, I'm not gonna come to North Dakota.
Dude, why not? There's at least one
Motherfucker.
thing to do here.
Hey.
It's like there's a
don't
McDonald's
know.
an hour away, man. It's like
I do.
McDonald's an hour
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
Walmart
There's a
2 hours
McDonald's
away.
across the
Like, what
street
the fuck
from me.
is
Why
out
would
there,
I go
man?
there?
Yeah. Yeah.
After those Valorant lobbies, bro, I think I'll pass.
Dude, that was
on
a you
brother.
problem, not an us. That wasn't an us issue at
Dude,
all.
there was no
Dude, we got
problem.
Beandip on Valorant for the first time last night. This guy does not know how to shut up.
He was-
Oh, you found that out
What
now? You found that out now? Interesting. Cool.
I remember asking. We're playing with this girl, and I remember asking how her cholesterol levels were.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
what's your
asked her.
LDL?
You asked her, isn't it? Hey, isn't it true that women only have a limited number of eggs?
Jesus
And then
Christ.
she didn't respond. So I was like, oh, I guess that was just a rumor.
Yeah, and then you called.
I remember
Then you
that
called
too.
another girl, good girl, at one point, and she probably
my
didn't even
God.
hear it because other people were talking too. And you felt bad about it for the next like 4 games that we played, and then we ran into her again later than that, and you were afraid to talk to her because you thought she fucking
Okay.
hated you.
I'll explain. So I used to play a lot of League of Legends, like every single
You
day.
still
I'm
do. I
definitely
saw
a
you
lot
playing
better.
League literally 2 days
Do you remember
ago.
podcast fucking
Yeah.
3 when this guy said he quit
Yeah.
League of Legends? And a second
Yeah,
after he
that was
said, he
that
said you're
day.
gonna go right back to it. Jeremy, call back
Guys.
to that podcast. Sorry.
He relapsed, bro. Relapse.
where
No,
it counts.
no.
Anyway, when a support player does something good, you say good girl.
You don't,
And
man.
so-
Why?
You don't. You just
That's
don't
only
do that.
you.
That's
Dude, okay, it's not me. It's Nick Itch too. If you guys know who Nick
Dude,
Itch
no one
is.
supports that guy.
Wait,
Being
really?
to be
Is
like
he
one other
canceled?
guy's doing it, so like everyone's got to be doing it, right? Like surely.
Dude, he's the goat.
Beandip's
Well,
like, yeah, I
Beandip,
love,
you are
I love
digging a
all of
hole that no
Hancock's
one can
tweets,
dig you out
so,
of.
yeah.
Like I understand it's satirical. It's actually ironic. I'm not actually a misogynist.
Yeah, then why do you feel so bad after you do it?
Right.
Well, because I felt like she didn't get the satire in it.
Yes, man, because you're harassing these
Oh,
women on this
man.
game.
Yeah. Just classic Beandip. Not understanding people don't know the rapport
Dude,
with him
why
yet.
the fuck didn't that
This is-
stupid bitch get the satire when I asked her how many eggs she had? What a
Okay,
fucking
She should have
idiot.
known.
Guys, that's out of context.
There was no context in the moment either. No one had said anything prior. Is it true that
Your
women only
express-
have limited number of eggs? How are your cholesterol levels?
Yeah.
Hey,
Beandip.
we connected over Ramadan though.
I just want you to know. Never
That's
mind,
good.
actually. We're just gonna keep your innocence.
Thank you. Yeah, don't tell me what she said after I left, bro.
Oh, it was not what she said after you left.
Dude, the clip that I took of fucking Beandip being like, yeah, my dad gets aimbot when he gets drunk. And then no one says anything. And then she just goes, yo, bro, are you always this funny?
Dude, honestly, it bothers me still that she
She
said
kind of
that.
cooked
she
your
got
ass.
me,
She
bro.
cooked your ass.
She boomed me. She's too good.
So funny, bro.
I feel like timing is everything. And I feel like you probably just held your thumb down on the push to talk.
Bro,
That's just the vibe
bro
I'm
was hitting
getting.
the spam key.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
quick
was-
fire another one. Quick fire another one. Quick fire another one. Bro, fucking let one sit, man. Damn.
Dude, it's like when you
Let it
gamble but you
ruminate.
start losing, you gotta gamble more to get back.
I think
Dude,
the issue is
not-
that, like,
that's
He
not
was,
the
he was
situation
rage
that you're doing
staking.
okay, no, what you actually need to
Please,
do,
guys,
though, is that
I need 20 mil.
the real tech is that you got to like ease into it, bro. You know, if you're playing like these games that could be as short as 5 rounds with someone, you got to build a little rapport like round 1 at least, you know, just talk to them, be kind of normal,
Well,
and then
my
you can
goal
get
is
into-
shock factor.
right.
You know, I'm
But
not.
she
I'm not,
wasn't
like
shocked.
trying to like flirt.
You just got.
I'm just trying to be.
Ye-
I'm just trying to
Dude,
bullshit.
Okay, but you have to remember on a game like Valorant, where most of the guys on there are fucking. After playing 2
Annoying.
games, they'll say "I love you." Like, the shock factor is you gotta be normal for a sec, and then
Yeah.
you hit them with "I'm peeing out my Clint."
Yep.
Is that true though, or like you said it's like the Tinder?
The
like
It
split
literally
plays on
is.
Valorant's like
Valorant
Tinder.
is like Tinder for people.
Riot
That's
Riot
crazy,
Games
dude.
is
Tinder
a
for
dating
mentally
site.
ill people, maybe.
Yeah, so is
Yeah.
Tinder, buddy. What's the difference?
Remember when she
Sure,
offered
sure.
me $500 for me to kill myself?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Look at
She
it's
did.
a
She
pretty
said if you stop breathing, to
worthwhile
be fair.
use of money.
Yeah, she didn't
to
say
be
kill
honest.
yourself. She just said stop.
And
breathing.
you started that by saying, or no, she started that, I guess, because she said that she would give Mason $100 if he clutched the round. And then
almost
you
did.
said you would give her $100 if she stopped talking.
Okay, that makes me look really
And
bad.
then she said she would give you $500 if you stopped breathing.
Okay, that's
Okay,
a pretty like lowered version of killing yourself.
Yeah.
Like that you just
Lower.
The point is still there. The subtext is still there. And it was
Listen,
still very
I want the
funny.
listeners to know that I could hear the smile in her voice.
yeah, man, because she would.
No one else did.
She was hoping that you would stop breathing.
She was smiling, thinking it would be so funny if this guy actually thought I would give him $500 for that.
I'd do it, bro. It's
He
not
just
looking good
stops
right now.
moving mid the game, just fucking passes out from oxygen, lack
Dude,
of oxygen.
no, I
two-map
said
strat.
like, "How's your Ramadan going?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm Muslim. How did you know?" And like, I was trying to like move in the game and shoot, so I didn't respond for like 2 seconds. She's like, "Oh, are you Islamophobic? Why aren't you responding?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "I just have to push my push."
I don't know how to play this fucking game. I'm not ignoring you. I swear.
I can't chew gum and walk. I can't chew gum and walk.
That was my one and only Valorant premiere.
Dude,
What an eventful night you guys had.
Yeah.
that shit
Beandip
was so
promo.
funny.
There was something insane that happened. That was
Oh,
there was nothing bad happened, but there was
It wasn't about me
No.
though.
later. Me and Alex decided to play a comp game, and before this comp game, a girl added Alex from a previous game. So she
Okay.
was in the party talking. He's like, "Yeah, I broke up with my boyfriend last month." And Alex was like, "Oh, why?" He's like, "Oh, he was really emotionally immature." I was like, "Okay." How old was he? 20. I was like, "Oh, what, are you like way older than him?" To be fair, she sounded like she could have been like 26, 27. Like she
Yeah.
sounded old. She's like, "Guess how old I am?" I was like, "Oh, 16." Because funny joke. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Yeah, I turned 17 next month." I was like,
yeah.
and we're like,
Christ.
"You're joking, right?" He's like, "What can I say? I like him older." I mean, Alex instantly dipped, left the party, got the fuck out of
Dude.
there, and then she messaged Alex like immediately after, like, "You guys don't have to talk to me anymore." I was like, "That is a 16-year-old. Holy, get out! We're gone."
That
Nope.
yeah.
Dude,
She messaged me and was like, "You can delete me whenever," and I was like, "Already done, literally already done."
Bitch, I had to
Yeah,
clutch
no,
up,
that-
and you're already gone.
That shit was. You know what's the worst part is that like that happened like progressively over like the first like 4 or 5 rounds of our ranked game. And like after that, before that happened, I was popping the fuck off. I was playing so well. After that happened, bro, something happened to my mental, bro. I was like, oh my god, I just got a shock to my entire system, and like now I'm fucking just running it down, and I'm dying in every gunfight ever. It was the fucking awful. It was the strangest
Hold up.
experience. Honey, you
So
do
she
not
was
like
dating a
them.
20-year-old?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I
her ass
said.
was getting
That's
groomed.
literally what we said. We literally after she left, we were like, "Buddy, you don't like them older. You were getting groomed." Like, let's literally.
Yeah, that's
What
not
the
good.
fuck?
Yeah,
It was fucking crazy. Oh my god.
Damn.
it was an exciting.
I
It's like it. I can appreciate a funny, minor joke when you're like, "Yeah, I'm 16." No, I'm just kidding. Like
Yeah.
off the beat like that. Okay, it's funny for a sec, but then you say, "Yeah, no, I'm actually 25." Okay, nope, double down. Yeah, I guess I just
Yeah,
like him older.
there was no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm older.
She was like,
Yeah.
She was like, "I don't think you guys want to be talking to me," and we were like, "Yeah, we don't either.
I-
we don't
I-
either."
it's actually that's kind of sad.
why?
I mean, think about how many of those there are in the Valorant
It's.
community.
I mean, it's
though.
a
not
lot.
like
just
the
in
Valorant
gaming in
community. It's a
general.
lot of people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's in a
Dude.
lot of games. I think the worst part is that like, it's like okay, you take this situation, right? It's like nothing even like happened, nothing weird was said, nothing like that. But it's also just like, oh, it's like, okay, I can't even be like friendly or like associate with you in like a friendly way. You know what I mean? Because it's the internet, and it's gonna be
Because we are
fucking
10 years
explode.
older than her.
Yeah, literally.
No, thank
It's
you.
like it's just not like I can't even be cordial, and be normal.
It's totally different when you're IRL around families, or your best friend has like a younger sibling in
Yeah.
high school. Like you go over, "Hey, what's up?" But like online, I feel like that's where
The
I don't know.
thing about
I
it is
feel
when
like
you're
it's just a lot
cordial to
different.
like someone who, someone who's 16, 17, 18, it's normal in a social situation and like to be like, "Hey, oh yeah, that's cool. How are you? Oh, cool. That's good." And then you'll probably never see them again for an entire year. If you are
Yeah.
actively friends with someone who is a minor and you are over the age of, you know, 19
Few
probably.
years, to be honest.
Yeah, like there's,
Yeah.
you know, there's the gap of 18, 17. You guys are definitely friends, whatever. But like, if you are over a few years older than someone who is a minor,
Yeah.
is
Especially
like if
as
you're
a guy
almost
who,
double her age,
especially as a
bro,
guy
what
who
are
turns,
you doing?
dude, yeah, especially as a
You
guy
know?
who's turning fucking 30 in 3 months, like fucking
Yeah.
Oh damn,
buddy, it's like I need
Wow.
to fucking. It's
Let's-
also it's also
let's
just
calm,
the
let's
inter-
calm down with the dams, okay? Let's
Damn!
calm down with the
is that
dams.
is,
30,
is
damn.
there a cure
It's
for
that-
that?
it's all-
or-
dude, no, Steven,
A
that
bullet.
that is why you should that is why you
Stops
should
it right
never
there.
play Valorant, bro. As soon as anyone at any point in Valorant has ever asked me my age, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm 29, whatever. Like I don't think much of it, but then they're like, oh damn,
dude,
what the
Yeah.
fuck? And I'm
Dude.
like, what?
we met this other person last night who is cool. They told me they were 19 at first. I was like, great, I'm out of here after this. I do not want to be friends with a 19-year-old. Like, no, I'm 24. Like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Thank God.
Yeah, and
But-
she thought I was 19, by the way.
Yes, I was like, he was like, how old's Alex? I was like, oh, he's 29. He's like, wait, really? Are you sure? I was like, yes, I've known him for fucking many years of my life. He's 29. And
I mean, I could see that.
they were like,
She said,
It's your
she said I
neuroplasticity.
I
acted
thought he
like
was
a
like 19 the
19-year-old.
way he was acting. I was like, we're just fucking stupid online. So
It's like, yeah, you meet a silly, goofy guy in a fucking video game on the internet. Sorry.
What about that one person that was whispering the entire? That was
I
weird.
mean, that
We still
person,
never
that
figured
person
that
was
out.
up past their bedtime.
I literally asked them. I was like, when she first whispered, I was like, is it past your bedtime? And she was just like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't hear
no,
that. I was
no.
like, this person kept whispering.
Yeah, I was at too
I'm not
high
gonna
of a-
lie. I'm
Mm.
very disinterested from playing Valorant after hearing this experience. I don't think I
but
ever
it's
want
like
to
you
play.
just don't play Swift
Valorant.
plays because that's where it's all bad.
Yeah, maybe
and
just
the
learn to
guys,
use
like-
voice chat. You know, that'd
Yeah.
probably be better.
I think Valorant is best
Honestly.
played in Swift plays as a social game. Like, you just go in
For
and you
sure.
fuck with people. Not in the way that Beandip does, but in the way that we do it because we're funny.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Dude, you
I
I
don't think.
thought I was.
I don't
funny.
think.
I'm glad that
Beandip
someone thought you
understands
were
the
funny.
landscape yet.
Yeah, he needs to, like I said, we gotta ease
Yeah.
into it. Round 1, you
Yeah,
build
he's
rapport.
like-
Round 2, you role play.
you say a
farts
little,
nervously.
funny, haha, and then
Yeah.
round 4 you go, yeah, so I killed 10 people in Iraq.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah.
It's like that Fortnite pastor. He goes on a Fortnite like parties with people,
that
and, like
rocks.
talks to them about.
Dude, you know what?
That's like you're like the Fortnite or you're like the Valorant therapist.
No,
So how's your relationship
Wait,
with your
that would be
mother?
a fire YouTube video.
Dude, I used to watch
Serious.
Fortnite
I'm
videos
thinking.
of a guy who'd go into games and like act like a drill sergeant. Like he would fucking call out comms like he was in the fucking army. And that shit was awesome. I'm taking fire! I'm taking fire! Like he would... that shit was
Oh,
awesome.
my favorite Fortnite is Pay Money Wubby did Phil Kid Friday, which is a really bad name. But he would like be playing Fortnite, and he'd find somebody who wants to play, and then he'll only get like a 10-year-old or like a 15-year-old or something, and he'll just like be nice to him and give him V-Bucks and like just hang out. But he quit the bit, but it was so funny, and it was kind of wholesome actually. But the name is so bad.
That's
What was it called again?
Phil Kid Friday.
That's a horrible name.
awful.
I think that's the point.
Awful.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Was it like FILL or was it PHIL for some reason? You know?
No, it was like like he's a Phil player, Phil in your party, you know?
Yeah, fill in your kid.
Don't like it.
What?
I
Dude,
don't like it.
Pay money Wubby's the go, guys.
No one
In the
clip what I
comments,
just said, by
let
the
us-
I watched him get drunk with Cold Ones and Ludwig and Michael Reeves.
Wait, you
Mm.
met Wubby?
No,
That's goaded.
I've watched the YouTube video, man.
It was
He
like
meant
I was
Cold
there.
Ones the-
It was
He
not
meant
like I was
Cold
there.
Ones the show. You know the show?
Max and Chad.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was.
I thought you meant,
like,
I never like
Chungus.
interacted with that guy's content, but like watching him like do that in real life was like, okay, like, maybe I'll check that guy out. But
Dude, his streams are really good too. Like he's never played Minecraft in his entire life.
yeah,
And he
No.
just started playing Minecraft on stream. And like it's been so amazing to watch.
I have a friend group that really, really fucks with him. They are like ride or die fans.
Dude, I don't even know. I barely know people. Like I don't know a lot of history in RuneScape, but like damn, do some people hate me? And like, I don't blame them.
Yeah, bro, you got 3 of them.
Especially
right
when I'm
here.
asking them how many eggs
Dude,
they
it's
have
like-
left. You know.
I love that this guy, every single time we have a fucking podcast, he always has some kind of epiphany. Like, I know why they hate me. Anyway,
I'm not gonna play League ever again. I promise.
how many
Shut
eggs is
up.
coming
We
out
all
of your
know
bag
you're
tonight?
lying.
Cap.
Stop.
Buddy's gonna
There's like-
Buddy's got the client open right
This-
now.
Bro's like a drug
This is why
addict, bro.
people don't believe you, man. You're just like the boy who cried wolf, except it's fucking playing League. Like
The boy who quit
we
League.
know you're gonna play it.
I did take a pretty.
like no,
I
you
did take. I took a pretty sizable break for a couple years.
Yeah, what was
Okay,
that?
but
fucking
what about
3
the
years
time in
ago?
over.
between? What about the
It's
dopamine
over.
hits? The dopamine hits.
I'm honor level 5. I'm not toxic anymore. I used to be.
I
though.
don't
Like,
know what
I
that
used to get
means.
chat.
No, you are.
I used to get chat
Dude,
restrictions.
you
still-
all the
explain
time.
that to Ankh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you explain it to somebody
What's
who
an
doesn't
honor level?
play?
Honor levels, like if you have good behavior, you like work towards progress and
Okay.
people honoring you, and if you get chat restricted, it like resets.
Bear in
So I
mind.
haven't been chat restricted in a very long time.
Bear in mind that good behavior is not the only thing that you honor people for, Steven. It is also like, oh yeah, played well, or like good leadership. Usually people just honor the person who played well in the game.
Okay.
That's me. Not true though. In Korea, everybody honors the person that they hated the most.
What region
and
are you
it's like a
playing in?
cultural thing.
What region are you playing in?
I didn't know you were
I mean,
Korean.
if I play,
Korea.
if I played in Korea, bro,
Bro's
I
like,
would
I'm
be
on
smurfing
Korea
in that
servers. So
You know,
this guy's
actually,
Mickey
Mickey
Mouse
into
emo.
Korea, man.
did you know
What
it's
the
actually
fuck?
hard to play in Korea and China?
don't you need a phone, or you need to put
You
in
need,
like,
like-
your social security number,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah,
you have to have.
Yeah.
It's linked to your ID.
That's why you
so,
can't
like,
have Smurfs.
You wanna know what's
or they
funny?
have to like buy Smurfs or some shit.
With not with League, but with before Lost Ark came out, I had a bunch of friends who wanted to play the game before it came out, so we ported into Russia with a VPN, and we used the Russian VPN to play the game,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah, because it was in
rocks.
Russia and Korea. Those were the only two regions, right?
yeah.
I remember
Lost
that.
Ark
And I thought I was getting
so
ratted
good.
every day. It was awesome.
Lost Ark
Dude,
was
I
so
miss Lost
fun
Ark.
until you hit a point where it's like, okay, I need to play 6 accounts every day now to
Yep.
like power my gear.
Level up once.
This is my full-time
Yeah,
job for
and
free.
now- and now I've been
And
told
I'm
by some
losing
people
money.
yeah, I've been
Yeah, it's
told by some
awful.
people who still play or have played or have tried it recently that you can't even like play the early game anymore because
Because nobody's in the lobbies.
yeah, because no one is early game. Like all the people that play it are hella end game, and there's no reason to do the lower tier stuff anymore. So there's just you can't do anything. Good game.
Dead game,
good
dead
balancing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really fucked that game up. It's so sad too. Because like the combat genuinely
It was fun.
so good.
I like the Monster Hunter esque like raids where like the monster doesn't have the boss didn't have a health bar and you got paired with like 3 random people and you
Oh,
just
yeah.
fucking chase it around the map and kill it. That shit was so fucking fun.
and like everybody kind of had their role
Yep.
a little bit too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was good.
Shit was
Can
awesome.
we
I-
make another Lost Ark?
Nope.
Can I be honest? I like some isometric games, but I didn't like the combat in that game, but I loved the collection, like the actual like collectibles you could get and like building the ship. And that's why I think I like sailing in RuneScape so much, is because the ship and like is like a huge system in the game that actually takes you around the game for the actual development. And
Yeah.
how they wrap it in is actually really unique and nice because you need to sail to these places to get all the things in the game, like all the collectibles. And once you get everything, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, like when you like collect everything, like it gives you bonuses. Like if you got like all the hidden packages in the game, you get like free guns at your house or whatever. So it's like the
Yeah.
equivalent of that. Like once you get all these collectibles, it's sick. So like that's why I look forwards to like sailing and RuneScape, because I think it could bring something like that into the game. That could make it like bring another dimension to it. But in terms of Lost Ark, I felt like the combat for me wasn't really enjoyable. Like I enjoyed everything else about it,
Okay,
like
I
the
have
social
a,
aspect of it.
I have a suggestion for sailing. Okay, I think that
Hmm.
when you are on a boat anywhere, like for sailing, I think that should all be one visible chat area. You know, because like in Lost Ark, there was the open seas chat, and that shit was
Right.
so fun that no matter where you were on the map, if you were sailing on your ship, you could talk to people. that were also
Yeah.
sailing on their ships
Oh.
anywhere. So I think if you could
I did
fucking
get
have
banned in that game
what?
from chat. Yeah.
The US version.
How?
Okay, that actually doesn't surprise me because you get banned. You got
I might
banned
have
on
the
Stake
screenshot.
Chat. You get like the gambling website. You get banned in fucking Lost Ark chat. You get rate limited in League. Like I don't think you're allowed to speak to anybody at this point.
Yeah, you should just stop talking.
But yeah, honestly, but with the sailing thing, I think it's cool because like in Lost Ark, there are these like specific channels. If anybody played that new game that came out called Brighter Shores, I think it had a similar system where you basically go into like this channel in the world, which is like subdivisions of like specific areas, and then you chat like with those people. So if they did something like that, it would be cool. But I feel like how the way the game works is like your render distance of how the game calculates in the chunk. So like I don't know if it would work that way, but I would love to see. I really love the community aspect of sailing around and seeing the people. But I wonder, like, if the world will just be dead because there's not a million people sailing. So, like, my take was they just need to put more islands and more reasons to, like, go out in the ocean because there needs to be at least, like, 3 times more. There's, like, you're not going to see people at all.
The thing is that, like, the sailing alpha was, here is what sailing is, like, not at its core, but, like, you know,
like
here's how it feels. Here's how it plays. Here's a small task to do.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot more to do, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would like to think that when it comes out, it has more than just fucking, you know, missions where you have to deliver something, or like even like the other things on the billboard was like the shark attacks, so you could fight a shark. It's like there's definitely gonna be more than 2 things to do in terms of like billboard missions rather than just exploring. But I liked it. I actually logged in the other day, which surprised me even. And I tried the sailing. I got to like level 15 and I was like, okay, it's like I get it. I don't need to get to 30 to fucking understand what's going on here. But like I thought it was really fun.
But you didn't get to try Barracuda Trial.
Is that
I
like
didn't
a
do
real
that
thing
either.
that
Yeah.
I heard it made your boat go faster, like than normal.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch a video or something on it.
I was watching Sater's take, and he's like, "I wish the boats went as fast as they did in Barracuda Trials." And I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even try those."
Yeah. They had like speed boot. It's basically like Sepulchre for sailing.
Okay.
So
cool.
it's like a bunch of things in the water, and then 2 endpoints, or 3, or you know whatever, and you have to go through, get them all, go to the endpoints, go back, and they're all timed. And I think you get different XP for how much is timed or whatever. Like either way, like that's a cool system, but like that can't be all the skill is, right? Because then what the fuck is the point?
Yeah,
So-
no, absolutely. There's got to be low, medium, high tier of things to do. I said it would be sick if they had like in the future like a raid-esque thing. Maybe not a raid per se, but like I guess it would feel more like in RS3 they have the elite dungeons where it's just like you run through. I guess that is more or less a raid where you run through like packs of mobs, and then there's a boss, and then you run through more packs of mobs, and like you know you run through like buildings and mazes and whatever the fuck else, and like you know sometimes you have to like interact with the world to like open up the path to the next boss or the next pack of mobs or whatever. I think it'd be sick if they incorporated that around sailing. So like, say you get on your boat, you leave Port Sarum or whatever, and then you have to like, you go out to sea, you fight like a pack of sharks or whatever the fuck from your boat, like with your boat's cannons and shit like that, or range weapons or whatever. And then you go to an island and you can fight a boss there, and then you go to like 2 or 3 other islands after that. I think that'd be really sick fucking like raid idea. To incorporate sailing and make it more than just a skill, I guess. So there's like a bigger reason to do it. When it comes to RuneScape, I'm a very big fan of skills that feel like they have a greater purpose, I guess. So like not something like attack where it's like, oh yeah, you hit higher, you're more accurate for whatever, like whatever. But like again, I'm going to use the example of RuneScape 3. There's like invention and archaeology where like you train these skills, and then there's items that you can build within these skills that help you with a ton of other skills, or even some bosses in some cases. And then there's also, like, in archaeology, on top of giving you those items, there's like these discoverability things that you can like find and restore. And then when you restore those, you get like, say you get like 1,000 power points, and you can activate different, there's like 30 different buffs that you can activate that all have a point allotment. So like, as long as the 3 buffs you have fall within that point allotment, you can have like 3 buffs active of those 30, and you can interchange them and fucking have like, there's one that's like, oh yeah, you permanently have the Darox effect no matter what you're doing. Obviously that's RS3 coded as, yeah, it's like, it's RS3 coded as fuck, but like, there's just an example of this, like, you could have these like cool things that make the skill bigger than just chopping a tree. I think that'd be fucking awesome.
I think, unfortunately, people just want to chop a tree, though.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. I think that people are very, I think everyone is very afraid of like power creep, justifiably. But I think there's a difference between like power creep.
It's inevitable, though.
No, I mean, absolutely. But you still want to not halt it, but minimize it as much as possible, while also trying to make, but it's hard to minimize it while making things new and exciting. Like, I don't know, bro. It's like, I haven't really enjoyed a RuneScape update in fucking, I don't know how long. That's why I stopped playing, because I was just like,
every single RuneScape update has been, like any PVM update has been, let's walk in with max gear. Oh, it dies. Okay.
I mean, Noxious Halberd is just like insane for PvP too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand why they're afraid to add things, because like, I don't think they expected how popular Noxious Halberd specifically was going to be in PvP, but
no, absolutely not.
It's a 5-tick weapon that has a really high strength bonus.
But I think what also people don't realize,
it's too good,
is that a lot of the updates over the last few years are for the greater populace of RuneScape.
Of course.
They're not for the 1% of endgame players. Yeah. So it's like everyone wants to endgame content, which there should be additions of endgame content. I'm not saying there shouldn't be, but like, definitely, just like on any fucking game ever, like, they're gonna pander to the greatest population of player base, which is the casual fucking mid-tier level players. That's just, if you didn't have mid-tier level players, fucking the game would have been dead fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, the other thing, it's like, endgame content needs to happen, because then what are your players working for if there's nothing endgame? So it's, that's.
I will say, I really like seeing the tweets of people being like, you should just listen to your vocal people on Twitter. And it's like, dude, that's like 30, 40, maybe 50, 60 people. It's like the majority of players are silent. It's like they just, they might vote, and then they never fucking say anything again. They just wait and see if it comes out. It's like,
no,
that's
actually,
the
guy who has his RuneScape character as PFP and follows Alex Jones, I think should be making our decisions.
You should. You should. I agree. I don't even know.
And I'm not talking about
16 followers following 280. Yeah, that guy should be the
retweet giveaways.
The goat.
Yeah,
the goat.
I will say, I'm not a big fan of sailing, but like, it's not that I hate sailing. I just think there's a way to make a more interesting skill.
I agree, but I also think that no matter, out of the options that were proposed, I think no one would have liked any of them. You know what I mean? I think the vocal people would have fucking hated all of them, regardless of what.
What if there was a skill where you could like summon creatures and they can like help you?
That would be fucking awesome.
I don't know. That sounds like taming. That sounds like taming.
They should have just brought summoning back, but balanced it.
Well, maybe. There was a tedious tweet, right? Can I be honest? Yeah. There was a tedious tweet that was, regardless of the outcome, I still find it hilarious how the definitive poll for sailing was just smushed between the Hunter Guild and the Warp Scepter. I'll link that.
Thank you for the edit later. I'll put that in right here.
It's like this. Hey, here's old school RuneScape first skill. What do you guys think? Should we add it? Also, do you guys want the Hunter Guild on Varlamore? Also, do you guys want like a lower level? A little.
Let's get a weaker Trident in there. Why don't we?
Do you guys want a weaker Trident to help mid-game Iron Men?
Yeah, let's just throw. I don't know.
Like that
just-
shouldn't be
I mean-
fucking question 1, just in big bold letters. Hey, new skill.
Literally, that sailing skill should be its own question, its own
Yeah.
poll. 1 week.
absolutely.
I'm still under the belief
Boom.
that they had shit ready to go, that they were already developing it before they put out this poll. 100%.
Oh, probably.
Well,
Well-
here's the thing. Here's the thing, because like I think they used to do that, but now they don't, because they try to gauge interest, because they used to spend so much dev time on updates and then expect it to pass and then it be ready. And now I think it's the opposite. Now I think they spend a lot of time after it's done to make sure they don't waste time.
I think
Because
there
people
has
used
to
to
be a
always
little
vote
bit of
yes.
like, they're not going to have a whole team of people working on an update, but like, you can't go into something with no like prefixture.
Proof.
You
Yeah,
know?
like you don't have any like.
Hey,
proof of,
imagine if they're like, "Hey, you guys want
what you're
sire?
doing.
What's sire? We'll get
Yeah.
back to you in a week.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
get back
Yeah.
to you in a week. Hold on." Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have to have something.
Proof
But
of
it's not like
concept.
they've spent time making a new engine, making a new, whatever. Like,
Yeah, and you can tell, like, remember when the first sailing stuff came out and everybody hated on it because it was like the guy throwing an ice barrage by the boat coming by and it looked really ass, like it
Yeah.
just looked
Yeah.
like goofy. Like that compared to what sailing actually is, it's like completely different. And
Yeah.
I was like, I was going into sailing thinking it was gonna be so bad, and then I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. Like this isn't like, I think it's just people just blanket statement being like,
Oh, of
this
course.
sucks because
it's
whatever.
a meme. We're gonna
And-
hate on it. It's easy to dog.
Yeah.
pile
Yeah,
on.
I mean, also, I just think that MMO players especially just hate change. They hate like
Yep, that's pretty much it.
yeah,
It's definitely
I mean,
RuneScape
that's
players
just-
hate change.
RuneScape players
Yeah,
for sure. I didn't want to like narrow it down that much, but I
it's-
agree. Like no, RuneScape players
it's true.
fucking hate
It's
change.
just true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's rough.
Well, I mean,
That's
there's
why-
the vocal majority that are like, "Oh, look at all the updates that are coming to the game. It's not even the same game anymore." And it's true. Like a game has to evolve to survive. It can't just be. And that's why like there's a division between the 2007 like old school RuneScape and then 2004 Scape, who only want the game to stay a certain way. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how long that's gonna survive for.
It
But the
wouldn't.
people who want to play it, enjoy it. Like that's what
Yeah.
it's made for. You know.
The reason
But
that they started
I don't think it's
hate
gonna
that
last
the
game.
super
reason
long.
that they started updating old school in the first place is because it was fucking dying. Like
Yeah.
original, that's how old school started. Is like, oh yeah, okay, here's the fucking 2007 servers. We're not gonna touch these.
Mhm.
You know, we might fix some bugs or whatever as they come up. But like this isn't getting its own dev team. And then like
Mhm.
it started
It got a
dying and
tiny
people
dev
were
team
like,
of like fucking 7 people to make sure
Yeah.
the game works with like small quality of life, little bit of this, little bit of that.
Yeah.
Player
And
run
then-
game.
yeah. And then people like even when that came out, like while it was dying, people were still bitching because the game fucking sucked, dude.
Mhm.
It's like there was no God Wars. The highest PVM in the game, PVM, was Barrows, and like it just there was nothing to fucking do. There's no Grand Exchange, which like some people loved, but I think people love the novelty of it and like the how it makes them feel because it brings them back to childhood. But like that's why they brought all this shit back, because a majority of people fucking want new content.
hmm
I understand. I run from my childhood, so now I understand.
Yeah,
Believe
no,
me,
absolutely.
I wish I was 12 years old, fucking coming home every day, selling lobbies 120 EA, selling lobbies 120 EA. I missed that shit. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good days.
Imagine if
We're
you
not
imagine if
12
every time
anymore.
you got an arcane prayer scroll and you wanted to sell it, you had to go to the fucking Varrock West Bank and said selling arcane scroll 1.2 mil.
Just hoping
Sounds like
someone
Dead
fucking
Man
buys
Mode.
it.
1.2 mil.
Yeah.
It's dead man mode. People outside the
Yeah.
G not selling it.
Like
Yeah.
that's what that would be. Selling selling ancestral hat 40 mil. Guys, I'll split you out later tonight if this sells.
Bank sale.
Yeah.
Bank sale.
B sale, B sale.
Bank
Bank sale, all garbage, all
Yeah.
fucking trash.
Yeah.
Imagine
it's
if every time
5,000
you wanted to
ashes.
train fletching and you needed your fucking Addy dart tips, buying Addy
Yeah.
dart tips 59 EA. Oh, here's 359. Oh, here's 622. Oh, here's some guy that
Mhm.
keeps trading me fucking 28 because he gets a drop at Addy Dragons. Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like, that's what that would be.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Can you imagine what a real job is like? Holy fuck, man.
I just know that there's a motherfucker listening or watching this too, and you're like, dude, that would be so fun, and you're a fucking psycho. You do not think that's fun. Fuck you.
Please stay. I like you, although you're wrong.
You are so wrong.
It would just be bad. It
It
sucks.
would be very bad. It's not a good gameplay experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Dude, how is every frame of Skiddler just so hot? I just have to get it off my chest.
dude, I disagree because I
What
have seen
the
that
fuck
guy's
was-
cock way too many times on my Twitter timeline over the last
I have a
fucking
photo for you. Did I
7
send this
years.
photo to you? There's something that
don't know.
Reed posted this. I think I sent it to somebody, but Reed posted a photo of Skiddler as like Exodia or something, and it was the most fucked photo of Skiddler I've ever seen, and I need to send it
Dude,
if I can find it.
it's like you
I
said
think I sent
Skiddler,
it
and the
to
first thing that
YGC. Here we
popped
go.
up in my head is when Perp was at his
Yeah, there we go.
house and posted a picture of his shit in his toilet.
Blowing up shit into my toilet.
That
Like-
sucks. That sucks.
Like, who the fuck made that? I don't know if Reed made that. If
That's
Reed,
pretty
if you
bad.
made it,
It's a
I don't know.
banger. It's a banger. It's
That's
like it
scary.
sucks, but it's a banger. You know what I mean,
It's like the Tina Exodia is crazy too.
dude?
the
Are
Tina
you still putting that
Exodia.
together?
Dude, I'm canceled in that community. I got banned
Wait,
after I
really?
left.
Oh,
Dude, they
Yeah, they
every-
banned me after I left.
What's going on? You're getting banned out of chats. You're getting banned out of
Dude,
Discord.
because okay. I tried to look for my lost arc. I don't know if I got chat banned or not. I think I got muted for 5 minutes because I was spamming.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Why am I banned? What the fuck?
Dude, it's just I don't know. People are like super grumpy all the time. Like I can't believe people log into Discord communities just to be grumpy.
I feel like it
It's
was
like,
like
chill
a
out.
month and a half, 2 months ago that you were like, yeah, I really like Tina's community. Like everyone's there super nice.
Yeah,
Like I talk in there a lot.
remember that.
I did.
And now you were
Dude,
kicked. Now you removed yourself and then were banned after you left.
Yes.
What is the order of what is the pipeline?
I don't even know.
You don't know.
I literally don't know.
Cap.
Okay. I got warnings because like if something bad happened, let's say I missed like threes when I'm freezing top, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself, and that's what I got warnings for because like that's just kind of how like oh, I'm killing myself, bro. Like just casual. I know some people don't like that. I get it. So that's why I try to tone it down in that Discord because like obviously I want to respect people. But that's all I. And then okay, and then I was
KMS.
on Cam. And I was in a grocery store. There was like this lady biked, and I was like, "Guys, should I go talk to her?" And I was like, "No, don't go talk to her." Like, dude, I'm not an idiot. I'm just joking around. And
Should
that,
I go
guess that
say
was an
hi
issue
to this
too.
random lady and ruin her day? Like, what? Like
I mean,
what?
could
You're
make
just
her
gonna
day
be
better,
nice to somebody?
You could have walked up and said, "Hey, you look really beautiful today. I hope you have a good day," and walk away. And you could have made her day.
Mason, yeah, dude,
But, like-
that would. I mean, I don't know. It's like I also said, the only way a woman would talk to me is if I had her locked up in my basement or something. Like,
Okay,
Yeah, well, you're not
well,
helping yourself with that one.
that one was
I
pretty
love that
bad.
this
Guys,
guy.
I don't
every
know
single-
what-
No.
I don't know
This
why.
guy.
I don't know why.
This guy will come onto the podcast and be like, "Guys, I did something fucked up today, and I don't know what it was. Everyone's just hating on me." Well, I made a joke. I said, if any woman talks to me, I'm gonna hold a gun up to her head and make sure that she knows my name and loves me. And then I made another joke. I don't know what I did wrong.
Okay, it was in context though, because like it actually like wasn't even that, because even one of the mods was like, yeah, it was in context. There wasn't really an issue with it because it was just talking about how like we're so bad at Riz or whatever. So like, I don't know.
Riz.
Listen, I understand. I get it. I'm an idiot. I get it. But like, I feel like I'm a good idiot.
It just
you know?
definitely
No,
sounded
man.
like
The best
you
idiot.
knew why you got banned, even though you said
I actually don't.
I hear
I'll
you
figure
So
it
kind
out.
of
did
just
you try and
explained.
rejoin and it said you're banned from the community or what?
No, okay. So basically, what happened was we were chilling in VC and they were talking about Rigando, and I was like, "Oh, have you guys seen the Rigando Lord of the Rings DEI clip?" Because it was kind of crazy.
Mhm.
And then one guy was like, "See, like you just keep bringing up random things and whatnot, and it's not his fault, but like you just keep talking about random things." I was like, "Dude, we're literally talking about Rig." I was like, "Okay, whatever. I'm done with this. Like everybody's always grumpy all the time. I'm gonna leave." So I did,
And then they banned you.
and then they banned me.
How do you know that you're
How-
banned?
Yeah, how did you get the confirmation that you were banned? Or is that a speculation this whole time?
Do you think I'm schizophrenic? Well, Schizoaffective.
Dude, answer the fucking question, man.
Well,
So,
do
we're-
you think
we're
I'm
just-
schiz? Well, okay, maybe
We're-
I'm a little
we're-
bit, but
we were running ARAMs. They're like, bro, join back in the Discord so you can VC. I was like, okay, fine. And I couldn't. And they're like, oh wait, you got banned for some reason. It's like, okay.
That was it.
And I carried.
That was the one
Gee.
time
I
you left it
carried-
alone.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
You are an anomaly.
I don't understand
I
you
try.
sometimes.
That was the one
Dude.
time you left it alone.
The only
Yeah,
time.
What was I supposed to do? Dude, dude, there's a bunch of people are grumpy, so I don't want to be around that. That's like fine. I don't need to.
I feel like once Beandip like wears out somebody's like entertainment and like he knows that he's like, okay, these people like don't fuck with me. He's like, all right, I'll just do you a favor. I'll just leave forever. Goodbye. And he does
Fine,
that. He
it's
does
like,
the
you don't
Irish
even-
goodbye and just leaves.
You don't even want me here. It's like I might as well just leave.
Yeah.
literally.
It wasn't even like that. It's like also not
Probably
because I know
friggin' hate
some
me,
people like
honestly.
I know I get some people like that if they're on Discord all day, that's like their only form of social interaction. But dude, the amount of people that could be in that clan and on Discord all the time, like, do you not go to work or have anything like? No offense, like, holy,
No.
you
It's
know?
not offensive.
Welcome to
They
be
don't.
Terminally
The answer is
Online,
no.
guys. Subscribe to the channel.
They don't.
It's like,
that
do you have a
kind of
job?
Subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, guys.
Yeah.
Does this guy remember that he's talking to 3 guys who don't go to work?
Hey, I'm on
Don't go
salary.
to work. Don't
you
have
re-
a job. Hang out online.
You
Yeah.
guys are streamers.
That's not a job.
dude, I don't
Streaming
stream.
is a job. Streaming is a job.
Streaming is a workload that I fucking endure on my body.
Oh my god,
Dude, what about-
so stressed out every day playing Runescape.
Do you guys
Ah!
remember that guy who was talking about how streaming was so hard like a few years ago and everybody clowned him?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Yeah.
I remember.
Is there any truth to that?
Yes.
I think
I think it's like
I
at
don't
like
think
the
it's
highest
harder.
level. At the highest level, I just think it's stressful. Like when you have a huge expectation and like
Yeah.
a huge workload and
when
a
you're
huge
put on
team.
Kai Cenat streams, I definitely think it's harder than fucking working
Yeah.
at Macy's.
When you
you
got
know?
80,000 people open to flame you or to congratulate you, and then your
Yeah.
public perception is completely out of whack, and then you get like hate threads on Twitter, and like you could just like you could ruin your career if you do one misstep, you know,
I mean, even if
or you
you're
could be
someone,
catapulted.
even if you're someone that
Who
gets
knows?
20 viewers, you know, you hope those 20 viewers show up, and you just have to show up when you go live.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I
those
think
20
You gotta be present.
It's definitely a hard job, like mentally and emotionally,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't say it's harder than any other job. You know, there's a lot of jobs it's equivalent to. I wouldn't say it's harder or easier in most cases. But then you look at like people like XQC and it's like that guy just doesn't like hang out with anyone. He just goes live for fucking 10 hours a day and plays games and that's all he does. Literally
Goblin.
the lowest effort of streaming that you can do, and he just fucking reacts to shit and plays games. And it's
Yeah.
like I don't think that's harder than
mean-
fucking running a store or an entire company. It's definitely not. But like, is it?
Well, you're also like those IRL streamers that get like sniped too.
Yeah,
like,
that's
that's it.
I mean,
that is
that's
One
scary.
one interaction like that, I would stop.
That's a
100%.
different level of stress. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if
It's
you
like
look
that
at like
happened
any
to-
of those like early like Ice Poseidon streams when those guys he literally had a house that he would sleep in and people would come into his house while he's sleeping and fuck with him while he was like live or not live. Like, people knew where he lived, that his address was public. People just he had an open door policy where people could just walk in. He could have just died like any moment.
yeah.
Like people
people
knew
could
where
just
he
walk
was.
in and shoot him, and you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's
Crazy.
like there's that own stipulation of like he's a horrible person, whatever, but like nobody should die for being online. This was like way before any of that.
It's not like It's not like he
pump and
fucking
dump
caused
shit.
committed. I mean, I think he committed a couple crimes. Not like murdering anyone. but he
Crypto
definitely,
scam
like,
people.
Crypto scam.
Crypto scam. Yeah.
Is crypto
Yeah,
scamming
I don't know.
is a crime? Is that even a crime?
That's a yeah. I'm pretty
It's a
sure
gray
it
area,
is.
I think, or at least at the time it was a gray area. Like
I'm not
rug-pulling
too
people.
up to code, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought that was illegal, but I guess not. I don't know.
It's like
I don't
think
know
about all the
anything
people that
about
have rug pulled, but like I mean they just disappear because it's online. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was a gray area at the time. I think there might be systems in place now for it. I don't know, but I know back then for sure there wasn't.
Mm.
It was just kind of like, yeah, that was an awful thing that you did.
This is what we
but-
could use Google for.
True.
Excuse me.
Is rug pulling illegal? Rug pulls are scams and aren't legal, but there's no consequences for pulling them currently.
Look at
Those were
that.
7 months
Is-
ago on
but-
Reddit. Thank you, Reddit.
Nice.
The one
I'm
time
sure
Reddit
it depends
may
on
or
what
may not
it
be
is.
right.
I'm sure if it's a crypto coin and people buy in your coin and you sell your coin, like
Yeah.
that's not a scam. That's the money went up for it and you sold it, right? Like
It de-
It's not a scam.
Well-
I invested.
I don't know. Like,
But-
I feel
when it comes,
It's when you
There
like
are
market
some-
manipulate, like
Yeah.
through social
yeah,
interaction.
there's
that's when you can get.
regulations
That's when you can get
on
fine.
there's regulations on your equity within your own cryptocurrency and how you disclose it. And if you fuck with that equity, like of your own stake in it, then it becomes illegal. So like if I
Mm.
create a coin and everybody buys into it and I sell within the first 2 minutes, all of mine, like I divest without even like releasing a statement. Because like when it happens in stocks, even if you work for the company, even if you're selling one share and you're a janitor of your own company, that like let's say, oh, every year you get 2 stock,
mhm.
you get 2 shares. That's like on top of your pay and your health insurance. We just give you a couple shares. If you sell even one of those, you have to disclose that.
Mm.
So like when it comes to cryptocurrency, when you're divesting, bro, it can't be that quick. But you do it in the first two minutes, it's a rug pull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
GG.
not good.
GG, bro.
But like, how are they gonna prosecute it? Plus, it depends on what wallet
Check your
it goes
Bitcoin
to,
wallet.
and
Yeah.
it depends on how many people bought it in the beginning and where it was. Like, oftentimes when it's crypto, like they won't even release the address to buy the cryptocurrency everywhere. They'll release it
Yeah.
in select few places so people can get in first,
Mhm.
and then it'll be released to the public. It's
Mm.
kind of fucked up.
Mm.
and that's why
That's what happened with Trump
Coffeezilla
coin. Everybody
does
wanted to buy the
the
Trump
work he
coin.
does.
Yeah, I'm better than Coffeezilla.
Yeah.
I'm
think
better than
I-
Coffeezilla. Everyone hates me. I'm banned in every chat.
Okay, I understand why people ban me though. Just to be clear,
Dude, I think I have
I mean, you
Starbucks
never-
shares
Really?
you do.
because if you work at Starbucks, they like give you them X amount of time per X amount of, or X amount for X amount of time. But I don't remember
you
if
could-
I do have them or how I would even access them.
You could trade your Starbucks.
Dude, I'd sell them. It's like they're like $100.
You could, yeah, you could sell your Starbucks stocks and buy coffee with it.
Dude, that'd be rich.
Dude,
That'd be
Dude.
awesome. That's
sick.
fucking raw.
I don't even know how I would even access them or like,
It's whatever trade they're on, whatever holdings you had it in.
hmm
Got to figure that out.
if any. I'm sure you'd have to like
still trying to-
actually fucking contact like the fucking like corporate end of Starbucks.
Hey, here's my
to,
name. I
like-
worked at Starbucks in 2016.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I have
Yeah.
access to my shares?
Dude, they're still trying to track me down to fucking give me a $20 check from Toys R Us, and I just don't care because I keep going bankrupt. So they're like, class action lawsuit, come to whatever, fucking Ohio to come claim your $20. I'm like, you can suck,
Dude,
man,
I don't want
care.
It'll
Dude, I
cost
feel
me-
like every
just send it
I
to
feel
me.
like yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
don't
every
give a
like
fuck.
3 years or 4 years from an old bank that I had, I get a class action lawsuit payout check in the mail. It's like $10.
Yeah,
I've-
something like
I've
that. It was
gotten
like
like
a
2
class
or
action
3 of them
lawsuit.
since I moved here. It's really funny. Actually.
Do you own any wells or like parts of wells, Alex?
No.
Oh.
I was never.
Everybody's
affiliated with
like-
Wells Fargo.
I'm gonna own an oil well and retire. And it's
Oh,
like,
wells,
yeah,
wells.
you and 100 other people owning that single polling unit. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get like $20 every year.
Yeah, I actually know a family here that like in their back like they have a huge plot of land and there's like 2 cell phone towers across this fucking land. And they get hella fucking money for that. Like hella like
Mm.
5 digits a month
For the towers.
for the yeah. They have 2 towers across
Yeah.
their land.
But it also happens with windmills here in Kansas. Like farmers, like the government would be like, "Hey, can we have this spot of your land to put a windmill?" And they have to pay them. But the problem is like, yeah, I'll take the money now. But what happens in 40 years when when their contract ends and the government's like, "All right, the windmill's yours." It's fucking just rusted. Those things are huge.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it?
Leave it there. Let it fall over.
renovate it, turn it into an Airbnb.
I don't. Have you guys been next to a windmill?
No, man.
I have a picture of me next to a windmill. I'll say maybe we can put it in, dude. They are
He's not gonna
crazy
remember to
big,
send it.
dude. They have a double semi just to carry one piece, just carry one blade
Yeah.
of these windmills, bro. They are huge.
God, generate power.
I love windmills. I think they're so cool. It's my favorite. One of my favorite parts about Kansas is the windmills. Like I feel like fucking Don Quixote going up to them, bro. Like I'm just saying, like it is.
You said
I'm
Don
not gonna
Quixote,
talk
but I
about
thought Don Cheadle in my head for some
I did
reason.
too.
I take videos and pictures of windmills. Who the Don Cheadle, the wrestling dude?
Oh,
What?
Don.
What?
No,
Black
Don
Iron
Cheadle, like
Man,
the guy.
man. Sorry. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what is his name, like War Patriot or something. War Thunder.
Dude, I don't know.
I think that's a game. I think that's a game sponsor for
Dude,
Stream Elements.
War Thunder.
he was Iron
I know-
Man's like other suit guy.
Oh, that's Don Cheadle.
Don
Yeah.
Cheadle.
I know a guy, unironically, that plays War Thunder.
Yeah, it's you.
Dude.
I know a guy that unironically plays Clash of Clans.
I know a guy that plays League
Dude,
of
people
Legends.
love cock.
Dude,
He's
I
in
love
No,
Spark
you
right
Cock.
now.
Not me.
Dude, Cock was so fun.
Can't see me.
Dude, they just had a huge
Do you guys?
they had a huge update to Cock recently.
And you're still not gonna
Really?
open it. Neither
No,
am I.
I know
Got a
Colton did.
cock.
They made it so that the heroes instantly recharge and you can
Mhm.
make your units instantly too. Like there's no prep time, so you can just
Oh.
attack. All
My
in
favorite thing is
fucking
opening
repeat.
that game up once a year and seeing that they like randomly upgraded my shit for me.
Yeah, and then you have the chest in the corner. It's like, yeah, this is maxed out with like 30 million fucking
Yeah.
gold or whatever yeah, the shit.
Oh, let's
rocked.
spend everything let's just upgrade everything expensive. All right, time to open that again in 6 months.
Yep.
I just can't play phone games. The only game I've ever been able to play on the phone consistently besides RuneScape on my UAM is Balatro. Like I cannot.
Is it good on the
Play phone
phone? I
games.
kind
I
of want to
hate
get
phone
it
games.
Balatro, 100%. Don't have any issues with
on the
it.
phone.
Except sometimes I'll tap too fast. Yeah.
I thought about getting it on my Switch. I've been running on the treadmill a lot recently, and what I do is
Probably
I
like
set up
it.
my phone on the edge of the treadmill and play a TFT game, and that's like my workout time. It's like 30-40 minutes. But I've been debating like buying Balatro and playing that just because the screen's a little bigger. But like, I don't know. I don't want to keep buying that game.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to keep buying it over and over, can't you
It's
just
like $10.
use
but
it?
I mean, like $10 fucking
Yeah,
5
but can't
times.
you like if you bought it on Steam? Can't you? Or do you not buy it on Steam?
I did, but I mean, we can't buy it again on the Switch for free.
Oh, I thought you'd have Steam on the Switch for some reason. I forgot it was a
No.
Nintendo product. I thought it was like a Steam Deck
Nintendi.
or whatever. Yeah. Tendies. I'm hungry.
He's nuts. Got his
Maybe
ass.
we cut.
I
Maybe
love you,
we could cut this
Tendies.
one a little short. You know, who else you
Guys,
tired?
today we talked about getting catfished on Valorant by
Mhm.
16-year-olds. We also talked
We didn't
about
get
catfished.
sailing. Well, she lied. She was like, "I'm 25 or whatever."
You didn't know.
And I was like,
no.
"JK."
She sounded 25,
Yeah, she.
and then
It doesn't
she
make
said,
it
"How
any
old am I?"
better.
She said, "How old am I?" I was, "You're 16." She's like, "Yeah, I turn 17 next month." I was like, "Excuse me, that's a joke, right?" It was not
Yeah.
a joke.
I don't
Anyways,
think
I
you
was
guys
trying to
want to be
think of
talking to me.
clickbaiting the episode for the
Oh.
the thumbnail and the title.
Sailing? Question mark. It might suck.
Beandip
like-
Beandip
Oh,
banned from sailing.
We all have to fake
Yeah.
We all have to fake a thumbnail reaction.
Oh.
Let me fucking.
Right, let's lock in. Fake thumbnail. That'll be good.
Okay.
Banger.
I can't wait to edit that later
can't-
in one day.
I can't wait
Zan!
for him to not
Wait,
use
wait,
that.
He just edits
Zan,
dicks in
she's
all of our
16?
mouths.
Dude, I'm so gonna edit dicks in your mouths and send them to you in DMs.
Anyway,
Dude,
next week
That's so funny, dude.
there'll be a special released episode of something we recorded earlier today. Brought to you
Yes,
by
guys.
the Ellie's X production team. Look
Mr.
forward to
Ellie's
that.
X.
If you made it this far,
yeah.
leave a comment sailing your favorite Clash of Clans troop.
Guys, fucking playing Clash of Clans on the outro. We're
Don't
trying to
forget,
fucking
don't
wrap it
forget to
up.
subscribe.
Fucking wait 5 minutes.
Don't forget
We're
to like the
fucking wrapping
video.
up,
Don't forget to
man.
subscribe to the Patreon. Don't forget to Follow all of us on all our social medias in the description.
Click
There's gonna
the
be a
link.
fucking
Subscribe to
button
us.
across all our faces right now.
Subscribe.
Subscribe,
Subscribe.
please. It pays
Subscribe,
Prison Joe's.
please. We
Oil
need
fund.
1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for
Thank you.
watching. Thank you for
Thanks,
hanging out.
guys.
Stop kissing them.
Dude,
Stop
I just
kissing
heard
them.
a really weird sound.
Stop.
It's like
you're making ASMR for the end of the episode.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's good. That's a good ending right there.